Yeah. Well, blooper.
Hi guys, and welcome to an all-new episode of Shank You Very Much. I'm your lovely host, Sapphira. And I'm sorry, that sounds so raspy.
It's okay.
I thought that water would have quenched me.
Something about this. Spritz. Spritz.
So, obviously, if you're listening to just the audio version, you hear that I'm here with Swan once again. But I have a very special close friend of mine, James.
Hi,
well,
guys.
I don't know. James is fine.
James is fine. Yeah, James is fine.
All
I
right.
mean, they call me James Lefty too.
Yeah.
But James is cool.
All right, James is good. So, like I said, James is one of my very close friends. We became friends in high school, and you know, that's just hilarious. So
it is crazy. It's almost what?
10 years. Yeah, I say.
Yeah.
Give or take. Yeah.
That was.
I mean, before 2014 though, because I feel like I met you through
that's
Asia.
true. So more than 10 years.
Yeah, definitely like more
Like
than 10
12,
years.
maybe
Yeah.
12 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy how long. That's crazy.
So James, please tell the people what you do
Hi,
outside
guys.
of being an amazing, funny friend and keeps the party going. I love to party with James.
I try to keep it going, you know. Well, guys, my name is James, like she said. I'm an artist. I go by James Lefty. I don't make like R&B, pop music. I always try to keep the foundation just R&B though. I mean, music in general is rhythm and blues, so period. Other than that, I'm just a working man. I have 2 dogs.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was 2.
Yeah, I have 2 dogs.
Oh.
I party, I hang out, I share my light, and I go to bed.
Oh, that's so cute. I love the way you said that.
That's me.
Yeah.
It's nice to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to get into this.
Yes.
And, you know, we have a lot to talk about.
Yes. All right. So first of all, if you're watching the video version, you can obviously see we have a whole spread of Brandy, and yeah. So
The
James.
Vocal Bible. No.
So James is like, you know, I love Rihanna, and I don't know, like I don't be going, but you love music.
Yeah, I do.
So like I do have like mad Rihanna stuff. I bought tons of Rihanna stuff throughout my life, but James, like he takes having a love and passion for an artist to like a new level, but a level that you're comfortable with. It's not like creepy obsession or like he's praising her, like you know how people get about the Beehive, not like that, because I love Beyonce, but I'm just saying, you know how people get a little like, you know, what's that movie they did that they keep saying was not related to Beyonce?
I never saw with Chloe Bailey.
Yeah,
I
like not like that.
It's
That's
like the stands, you know.
Yeah,
they call like
that's
stands. Like,
exactly.
I think that means like
you're borderline.
fan.
Exactly.
Like yeah,
you need to be hospitalized, but you have like an
I'm
extensive.
definitely a stan.
No, I think you're a stan. Like I think you will violate somebody over her.
At times, just.
But I don't see you outside of like, you know, not to be
because
like
they try to pick on her sometimes. You know, they try to pick.
What I'm trying to say is, you're not the kind of person to like buy 10 tickets to a show in each different state. Like, it's not dangerous, your passion for her.
I get what you mean. I mean, some of the stars, that's what Brandy calls her fans, stars. I think it's cute. She says like we brighten her day, we light her up or whatever.
Oh, that's nice.
But some of us do that. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we do go to other states. I wouldn't say
to see her on tour, like
to
they
see
make
her on tour,
like 3 to 4 shows.
Yeah, like you know, stuff like that. And then you know, Brandy's she's just so kind-hearted. She'll go after the show and like say hello to everyone, take a few pictures, and then go about her business. So I think some fans do try to get those moments with her because they see that it's like she's very open and free to do that. But
what's Brandy's sign? You know, I always have to ask about people's signs.
She's an Aquarius.
Oh wow.
She is.
Okay.
I love that for her.
Yeah, we did just we just got done dogging Aquarius out, but we said how the women do get a pass for the most part.
They do.
And
the
some people.
Sorry, Aquarius men. You know who you are.
Yeah, they're not the best all the time. But Okay, so she's an Aquarius, but Brandy's she has this like womanly aura to her, like
She does,
and she does like she. All right, so before I say what I think about her, somebody commented about like Taylor Swift, and what's his ex girlfriend name was Taylor too, right?
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking about, Travis,
the football player.
Yeah, that's
guy?
dating Taylor now.
I know that. But his
I
ex
think
name
his
is Taylor
ex name
as well.
was Taylor too. But she's a black. She was.
She was
black.
black.
No,
She
it was
was
Kayla.
black.
It's Kayla.
Okay.
It's Kayla Nicole, I think.
I knew she was a black.
I know somebody's probably listening to this. Like, you don't make no damn sense, girl. I think it is Kayla.
It's okay.
Yeah, her name is Kayla. So basically, some girl commented over like something. No, let me not say something. She commented like yeah, but we all know Taylor's mother, and she put mother in capital. And I commented like, calling Taylor mother is insane.
Mother?
Like, even if Taylor became a mother, she still would not give mother.
Oh, like she's mother, like
yes.
She's
that didn't even cross your head.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, mother, like mother. Taylor's mother.
Yes, and Taylor does not give like mother.
No,
at all.
I've seen people say that about a lot of artists, and I'm just like, we can give artists, their praise and their flowers for what they're doing and how good they are, but I feel like you have to show us, like, give me some longevity for me to be like, she's mother, like, Yeah. Only certain people can get that title because they put in the work, the time.
I'm gonna say who gives that title like next later, but all that to say that Brandy gives mother, like, she gives like
mother, auntie, like, she's so warm with it, so it's just like I can see like the motherly vibe you mean.
Yeah.
But also she gives the mother in her department.
Okay, so before we get too deep into Brandy, we do have some things to cover with you.
Let's go.
One, because you are, into music.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of the information about the Grammys. And I just wanted some of your opinions on it.
I love the Grammys. No matter what people say, the politics within the Grammys, every artist wants to be recognized by the Grammys. I myself, one day, would like to receive a Grammy just for, the work I put in. It's definitely a feeling, I know for sure, it's a feeling of just accomplishment.
Yeah.
Coming from the industry and how tough they can be.
It's like you don't want to leave the army without a medal. Basically.
That's a great way to put it. But as far as the Grammy nominations and how that goes, every year I'm pumped for that. I want to see how great and how good they get it right. But most times they get it together. Sometimes they just be a little off.
They be missing.
They be off. But this year I'm accepting of it. I'm like, yes, y'all did right. Especially, I love R&B. The R&B department is filled with just great...
all the hits you believe of the past year.
Victoria Monet,
rightfully
has gotten her flowers, and she's been doing this for a minute, writing for others. Who else? It's one other person I was just really surprised. Not surprised, SZA. She's like the most nominated at the Grammys, and I'm grateful because the last album, Control, 5 nominations and she got snubbed. So.
I didn't know that. I mean, that makes sense though. But I didn't know that. But I'm sure she's gained Grammys from like writing.
She has a Grammy now from
oh no, because then Nicki
the collaboration with what's her name? Doja Cat.
Yes. That was. But did they win? Oh yes, they did win. They won. And that's when they had the crutches. And all that.
SZA had the crutches.
Okay,
I'm like, oh my gosh, she fell out of bed. It was just a mess. I'm just like, dang.
She fell out of bed. Okay.
But I mean, she rightfully got her award, which she deserved. Congratulations to SZA and Doja Cat because, like I said, getting a Grammy is really tough.
Yeah, so it's only one I've seen that kind of like threw me for a loop.
What was that?
The hip hop one, like that hip hop album of the year. I was looking at it.
They always fuck that up.
Yeah, I was looking at it. Yeah, of course.
They always fuck that up. Grammys, come on. There's a lot of people who deserve their flowers, who are putting out authentic, good rap music, and you guys are choosing the sellouts.
It's just
and sometimes you guys choose just not. I'm not even gonna say that. Just choose people who really are putting their best efforts into their music, and not just popular people, because I feel like the Grammys has popularized the award show now.
Yeah.
And it's not much so about the music, only for certain categories.
Yeah, I think for certain
like
categories.
For rap
sure.
album, it's always like popularity.
Half-assed.
You know?
Yeah, popularity for sure.
always gets the win.
And I also think sometimes popularity, but more so mainstream.
Yeah,
I know that popularity is mainstream, but I mean more so in the idea of like you have like albums that people actually like you're saying, people that really listen to hip hop that really like, but they're going off of what is streaming, like I guess in a sense globally, or it's just not. It's not. Yeah, like I don't know, like. Basically, of the list that I seen, which I'm so man, my phone died before this. But basically, of the list I seen, I feel like Drake and 21 Savage might have a chance of winning off of her loss, and I don't like that. Because I love Drake and I love 21, but I don't like that.
Because you feel like it was just the popular vote.
I feel like ideally that would be the popular vote amongst that. Like I seen Nas was on there. I'm trying to think who else I seen.
He's been getting his nominations. And
yes,
he has. I think he won recently within the last 2, maybe 3 years.
I don't really think so. I don't watch it.
Don't quote me, y'all, please. But I think Nas won. There's a lot of people though who are always nominated in that category. I think Pusha T.
Oh, he was nominated.
He's been nominated recently for a few times. And I feel like he hasn't won yet. If he did, I'm not sure, but I feel like I've seen his name. But rap, I think best rap song, they messed up on that as well.
I'm so
rightfully, Nicki Minaj did deserve her flowers on.
I think Nicki Minaj should have got.
The Sleeves, I think it's called.
That was nominated?
It wasn't, and I feel like for hip hop,
it should have been, but they don't know that.
They nominated her for the Ice Spice collab.
Oh, they did?
From the Barbie movie, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's fucked up. But anyway.
It is 7 years, no nomination, and then that one is just like...
I feel like Nicki Minaj, she should have been, like, when she came out, being like the impact of all the features that she had and she was on, that was her time to have gotten tons of Grammys. That's when she deserved it the most.
Yeah. And they weren't nominating her though for those
and
collaborations.
You know? And that shows that they weren't listening to what people were really doing, even with what she was doing with Pink Friday. But I'm sure
she got some nominated. I think that's
at
her
the
most album she
Pink Friday probably wasn't going. Ooh,
it's alright.
Pink Friday wasn't going through no other female hip hop artists like category.
Yeah.
So I'm sure like those were kind of the reasons, but. More so, what I'm trying to say is, you know me, I'm not the biggest Nicki Minaj fan, personality-wise. I mean, she makes me laugh like all hell. She's hilarious. But, you know, I'm not the biggest Nicki Minaj fan in that sense. But I grew up to Nicki Minaj. Yeah, that shit, I love all that. Yeah, that is
so
hilarious.
I agree. She's funny as hell.
She is funny as hell.
She is.
But, like, she's lyrically insane. I don't care what nobody says. Like,
talent is there.
I don't care about none of that.
Talent is
it's just like the way she's
even
mad.
Like, even like a regular song is like...
Most insane artists are, if you ask me, they have extreme craziness about them. Like Kanye West, I feel like. Like, I don't know Beyonce, but I feel like Beyonce probably has a level of extreme craziness when it comes to her work.
Yeah, they're all perfectionists.
Yeah, like
every one of them.
You know, what's that saying? Like, insanity is like genius is insanity, or something of the sort.
I've heard of that.
But yeah, like I feel like that's so true. When it comes to like your art,
you have to be like
a little
crazy.
Mad.
Like you do, because people can take advantage of it, manipulate it. And it's hard to get your art back, and I feel like in this industry, once it's already like exploited or given to someone else, people get their work taken from them all the time.
You know whose work we need to take? Speaking of Nicki Minaj, we need to go to Kanye's house, whatever like little rock he's probably living in. That once you walk in, it looks like a massive mansion.
Oh God!
We need to go to that little rock, and we need to steal New Body. Because that was...
How many versions of that song is out now?
New Body? With Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, they put out like another, it's like another third verse.
Can I listen to it on my iPod?
Yeah.
I mean, on my iPod.
Oh,
on my iPhone.
You want to go grab it?
No, well, you know it's dead. I'm just gonna...
You want me to grab my phone?
No, it's okay. I don't know. I don't want to be copyrighted either.
Okay, I understand. But definitely this, I think if you YouTube it, or maybe Twitter,
I can listen to it.
you can find it, yeah. I've seen the barbs.
I take the train though.
Definitely on Twitter talking about it. And I have a few barb friends who have.
I sound like a bird just now.
All
right. So let's get into the nitty gritty.
Okay.
You got your trauma story? Because I'm ready to laugh.
It's a little traumatizing because I still don't. Let's talk. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, of course.
Let's talk about it.
That's why I want you here. No.
So there might be a few people who know me, who's watching this, who know about this, but I had to be what? How old are you in 8th grade?
I think in 8th grade, you're like 14. Yeah, 13, 14.
Child, I feel like the school I went to, shout out to FDA.
You went there in middle school too?
Yeah, I went there in middle school and high school.
Oh, wow.
I was there for a minute.
I never understood how people could stay in one school for so long.
Honestly, I should have left. Should have went to the art school.
Yeah, you should have went to school downtown. Downtown was time.
Wait, like, you know, even like the fact. Come on, what's that, Dessa? The little Bronx wine shit they used to do. No shade, I wanted to be in Dessa. I did. Shout out to Dessa.
Yeah.
I think some boy I went to that went to FDA. Him and his twin brother, Abrima.
Mm-hmm.
Abrima, and I forget the brother's name, but Abrima went to our high school, and I believe they started that or helped start that group.
What is that? What I just did?
I thought you weren't doing the Bronx one. Do you remember the Bronx one?
I do remember the Bronx one, but I didn't know it was like that.
doing.
I thought I was kind of doing like a little wine, like a little Jamaican thing. Like,
I mean, it was a twist of like I feel like Jamaican
it really
and like
was Bronx wine. I don't know.
not bachata.
No,
Reggaeton?
No way.
No, you know they just used to do that dance to everything. I feel, but it was popular, and I feel like Dessa was a group that started it.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like,
From the Heights.
From the Heights
Yeah.
in the Bronx. I know a lot of people who they used to dress up in like the American flag a lot. I think that was like their thing, the American flag.
They were like Latin people that wore American flag clothes.
It was black, Latin. It was a mixture of people, honestly. Probably some Asians, honestly. It was a time, honestly.
Like,
it was a time,
Americans.
like, you know, it was like the parties was lit. We was outside 16, 17, drinking, getting lit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Coming home, my dad was like, "What the fuck? Like, why do you smell like bad liquor?" I'm just like, "I went to a dance party."
That's so funny.
It was a time. Just like I feel like a time was a good time was the Soho days when people used to go downtown to Soho.
Yeah.
Justine Sky, that guy she used to date.
Yeah.
Glenn.
I think.
He made
Yeah,
the pins
Glenn.
like, and everyone was wearing the pins on the jackets. It was a time.
Era.
It was an era, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like Dessa was like right
era.
in that mix of that time, like, you know. The
I really
Tumblr
would love
era.
to see like photos of what you're talking about. When we're done, you gotta show me.
Definitely.
Okay.
I feel like you might catch on after. You know how people used to wear the jean jackets with the
American flag
in the
whipping
back?
out?
Yeah, like that. Dessa was like.
I gotta see.
I feel like they
really
started
need to
that.
see. I don't know. Yeah.
Dessa, I'm gonna give you
It
that.
might be something I'm missing culturally
and they used to
about
have
New
like
York.
the LA like.
Because I had no clue what the fuck you were
in
talking
New
about
York,
just
but
now.
they used to throw up like the LA sign while they were like dancing to an Ayaz, all those like Caribbean songs.
Yeah.
Let me, I forgot how it goes, but yeah, it was a time.
Okay. Wow, look at you. Teaching me two things.
I gotta put the people on.
All right, so let's get back to the story.
Sorry.
No,
so
you're
I was
fine.
in 8th grade. And I unfortunately was doing bad in school, and I had to go to summer school. And in summer school, I was just having a time, but I was doing so well in summer school. I was just so proud of myself because I'm like, why wasn't I doing my work
in regular
school? Like, this shit was not hard. Like,
I was in summer school.
I was just like, what the fuck? But it was such a time.
Like,
we had so much fun in summer school. But that goes back to the
purposely
regular story I was talking about. I'm just like, we eventually, I think the last week of summer school, something like that, we wrecked a room.
While y'all were at summer school?
Ending the day, I think it was my idea, yeah. And I think it was my idea because I felt like I had to maybe not prove myself to anyone, but I just feel like at
acting
moments
crazy. Let me act crazy too.
Right, but they necessarily weren't crazy, like, you know. But like, you know, we had our moments of just like acting loud, acting fun and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just like it was fun in the moment, and then we didn't realize like we were right over the principal's office, so it was just like so much, you know.
Did they come up and
we were flipping desks, chairs, everything. So it was just like boom, boom, boom. Security from both like sides was just coming up. Started chasing us down the hall, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like.
What did I do?
Right, I'm just like, what am I doing right now? Like, oh my gosh, my mom is crazy, and at that time, you know, she was more active than she is now, and I know once she found out the ass whooping I was receiving is not good. I don't think I got my ass whooped though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
I was really surprised about that, but I got kicked out of summer school. And I had to take, I think, a certain test before, like, so I could actually graduate, get my diploma. And unfortunately, that never happened. I got kicked out. They passed me to go to the to high school, to ninth grade. But to this day, I still don't have my diploma.
Oh wow! From middle school.
From middle school, like I know I can get it, but it was just like a hassle the first time I tried to get it. You couldn't find it at first.
I mean, nobody's looking for that.
Then they like pay this amount of money. I'm just like, all right.
That's childish.
Childish.
Like, you don't need that.
I don't need it at all, but it was just
it
like...
It just would feel a little satisfying.
For my mom's sake, you know, she's just like always like, yeah, you just...
You was cutting out that last
being
time.
Stupid,
you know
following people.
So wait, you didn't have... no, did you have your actual graduation? Did you attend it?
I never graduated.
Attended mine either.
I never graduated because I got kicked out.
My math teacher was
a summer school graduation.
Alright, so basically, guys, real quick, my math teacher was a fucking bitch, okay?
Tell me about it.
I swear to God. So I was not really ever good at math. Like, I was not good at math. I was good at science to the point of where I would participate and ask questions. Because I'm always...
Yeah.
I'm fucking...
Like,
yes,
you know,
I want to know everything. Like, what are we talking about? And, like, some things would intrigue me.
Yeah.
But, like, once I feel like I got to, like, 10th grade in high school, science was starting to be like, y'all doing a little too fucking much.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt you on that.
Yeah, like y'all just doing a lot. Like it was
Maybe
just some of these things like
I
hear you, but I don't really hear you.
Right, because it's like I've never heard these words.
Yeah, and they would just become in, and just like normal words like.
Because biology.
Ology, like exactly. That's what I was, you know?
Like biology, I used to be like, hold on, tibula, fibula.
Exactly, but like
what?
Knowing that like a term like ology has the same meaning, you're like, okay, I can stick with that. But it's just like in science, it's like multiple and different sections of things that you could just pair together and fucking create words
and
that you have to know each like molecule and all that. I'm like,
it's just like math. It's like now.
And then I have to go to
remember.
history and writing and fucking math after hearing this shit.
And you want me to retain all of this?
Yes.
Hold on. How?
But
how? And this is why I had to like get my shit together that year in summer school, because I'm like, I was bullshitting, but when you put your mind on something, you can do some shit.
Yeah.
When I was getting the grades I was seeing, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
no, sometimes you do like I don't know. I don't want to say like. I don't want to say I was ever like, I'm just going to use the word I don't want to say to express why I'm more than that. But I don't want to ever use the term like in middle school or high school I was mediocre. But I was like, as far as pertaining to school, but I was like, I just found interest in what I found interest in, and I had to always like. I know I was not in any like EOP. Not that anything's wrong with that, but like I was never pulled out of class or a test. So that's what used to annoy the fuck out of my mother. Like you're not slow.
Why are you right? Same. I never got pulled out of class or nothing like that.
But just like, pay attention. But I was just like, yeah, I was wrong. I would.
That's everything. Every time parent teacher conference came around, it's just like James talks a lot. He's very talkative. He interrupts the class at times. I'm just like, now you're dragging me because now I'm interrupting class. Like, you're dragging it. You know my mother's crazy.
Loud.
Like, right? Like, I kiki on the side. Like, why you bothering me? I had this one science teacher, Mr. Valerius. Oh my gosh, she was just like so picky, like nitpicky. But I'm just like, girl, why you bothering me all the time? Like, kicking me out.
Yeah.
I gotta be in the hallway. Like, I used to hate stuff like that.
No, yeah,
Because everyone else was doing the same thing, but you're calling me out.
Oh, wait.
So you scared of these people? You scared of these other kids?
Oh.
Like, I just felt that way because he was white. I don't know.
I think was he
so.
Gay?
I don't know if he was gay or not.
Oh, that's not the one that you thought was gay. That you thought was gay.
That's the one that I thought was gay. That's why I'm like, I don't know. But like, he was just like, I feel like the other kids were the fake bullying him, and he just like used me as the pawn to be like, I'm not gonna discipline them because I'm scared of them, so I'm gonna do it to you. And then that's when I was like acting out and doing other shit. Because I'm just like, why are you picking on me?
Yeah.
When there's other kids that's actually doing crazier shit. And you're not really doing much about it because you're scared of them.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. All right, so Miss Mitchell, like, yeah, I'm literally calling her out because the day I see you, Miss Mitchell,
sorry, girl.
I am on your ass, okay?
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, not on her ass in the sense of course, I'm not going to put hands on her. Guys, let's grow up. I'm going to tell her how I felt. But anyway, sorry, I have such an evil laugh sometimes.
It's cute.
So, basically, I was supposed to graduate 8th grade. Everything, I was on track with everything else. She failed me by 1 point in the class, which, all right, we all know what the, yes, it was so petty. Mind you, she was from Trinidad. She lived in New Jersey, Miss Mitchell. I'm on your ass. I remember all these things. That's how you know I didn't like her.
Right. She said, I know.
And I was running in middle school. I ran for president.
Right. Oh.
No.
I'm like, try to go on.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. All right. So I was running for president. You know me, I had a good campaign.
Right.
Like, people was fitting vote for me.
Right.
It was me and this other. No, I don't know if I did cupcakes. Yeah, that's probably what I should have did. But I was probably just going off of like, y'all know I'm a
right. Y'all know I fuck with you.
But you know, they probably knew I didn't have the backup of the teacher support as much as I need to. Not against the boy I was going against. He was like a good student. I forgot who he was right now.
You know, once people got good grades, they like.
Yeah, we were kind of cordial with each other. Whoever he was Latino. He's probably like Dominican, Puerto Rican, one of them. Because I went to Kappa 4. And Kappa 4 was filled with like, I went to school with a lot of Spanish kids. Like, a lot.
I think I know someone who went there.
And I feel like.
Spanish girls.
Where did y'all hear about the school? Like, not even that many of y'all live in this. Jaylene? Oh, you went to school with Jaylene?
Yeah.
I went to school with
elementary school with Jaylene.
Yeah, well, I went to school with two, so I don't know which one you're talking about.
She was slim.
Both of them were slim. Yeah, both of them were Spanish. Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you about it. But, yeah, no.
Vega, I think her last name was?
Vega, oh, yes, I went to school with her, yes. Yeah, so what was I about to say? Yeah, so moral of that, I ended up not going to my graduation, ended up going to summer school just because of the class.
Wow. For 1 point.
Yeah.
Can't you fight that though? Like
I was in my room crying the day of graduation because I was so mad. I feel like our graduation was at AP Randolph, and I didn't get to graduate with my friends.
That's why
I ended up going to high school and everything, but she was sucking my.
Miss Mitchell, girl, you could have paid that.
And
you
like I said,
for her 1 point.
She was hating on me because my dad is Trinidadian. I used to be like, yeah, my dad's from Trinidad. She used to be like, that doesn't make you Trinidadian. That's why she got, like, me and her got real.
She's like, you're American.
Yeah,
you nasty, Miss Mitchell.
She was fully Trinidadian. She came to America. Bitch, I'm on your ass when I see you. She came to America. And she was on my ass for real. Wow. But yeah, basically when I lost being president and I was vice president, she was just in the room like smug. Because they announced it and I happened to be in her class.
She goes, you a smug?
No.
Oh, I would have been like,
she was smug. Like she was like looking like,
Ma, get this bitch.
Like sarcastically, just like, haha. Like, yeah.
I said, that's why you're vice president.
Yeah,
and that's why.
And I was like, yo, this girl's really eating my dick. Like, I was in middle school thinking that. Like, wow.
Never had a hater like this.
Yeah.
And you're grown.
And you're grown. Like, she really was my biggest aunt.
Grow up! Mm-hmm. That's petty.
Yeah, Miss Mitchell, I'm on your ass. I know your first name too, but I ain't gonna tell nobody. But I'm on your ass when I see you.
I wonder if she still work for the DOE.
I hope not, because I'm gonna take her license. I'm gonna take whatever she got.
Oh, anyway.
Certification, I'm on your ass, Miss Mitchell. For real. I'll be
No
here.
shit to the old teachers.
Anyway.
Y'all love it.
What was I about to say? All right, wait. Let's get into Taj Spiel. All right.
I touch that 5 for you. I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you. I told her like you, that bitch. I do it.
Thank you very much.
Yes. All right, for real.
Let's go.
So let's get into this Brandy breakdown. Give us the tea on Brandy. Not the tea, but you know.
The tea. Yeah.
All right, wait. Before I even do that.
Yeah.
All right, so I was on my way to, I believe, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I was going there to have some food at my friend's aunt's house.
Right.
And Brandy was playing, and we were just in the car, and I was just like how we were all gathering together, like singing it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just in my head like, yo, Brandy's really that girl. Like, she's really the girl for the black girls.
Okay.
Like, she really brings
stamped,
that era of like
really
that she just has that time stamp of that
embracing,
90s
like,
girl, like pop
power.
singer, but like also because of her appearance and the braids.
Mm-hmm.
Even
That's
when
what
she's
I'm
on
saying,
Moesha, like
the
she's
cultural
it's
impact,
authentic.
like,
Yes.
very much so.
And that's
Very
why I
much
was
so.
thinking to
Cheers
myself,
to that.
I was like, yes. I was like, yo, Brandy's so popular. I was like, I should do a Brandy episode. Like, I should do an episode for the culture.
Right, for the love of Brandy.
Exactly. So I was like, who else could do that?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that would be I don't know if you already named this episode, but like, for the love of Brandy. That's cute.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. That's cute.
All right, so give me the team.
The
All right.
tea.
So I would like to know one,
What's up?
just a few keynotes I would like to hit.
Keynotes. Okay, so
I need to hit Brandy's, her career at the beginning. Mm-hmm. 2, when you fell in love with her.
Okay.
And then I would say 3, not to put too much pressure,
Yes.
but 3, just the importance on her relation to the culture. And not only just the culture, but also the accolades that she has gained as far as a writer and all that.
Okay.
Because that's who the girl is.
Right. She sings, she writes, she vocal produces. She does it all with just her one voice. Honestly. Okay. So we can take it back. Can I take it back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have some important merch, CDs, vinyls here with me because I really love Brandy. We'll talk about when I fell in love with her in a second, but starting with Brandy, her debut album, which came out in 1994 when she was 15 years old.
15 crazy.
15 is crazy. She was signed
And can you tell
at
us
14, I think.
Yeah, tell us some of the key songs that's on that album.
Sure. Again, this is self-titled, Brandy, her first album.
I love when they do self-titled albums.
Me too.
That's
and it's just like classic, that to me, when you do a self-titled, it has to be a classic album, Brandy. And then she only goes by one name too. At such a young age, I feel like that's such a like a staple. Like you want to have that respect regardless when you walk in a room. It's like Brandy.
And that's like you said, 94.
94.
So that's
yeah.
very different.
Some key or like some important songs on here.
You should look like a baby. Show the camera.
Her first hit, yes. This is the front. I don't know if you guys can see.
We can get the light in. Oh, there we go. And do the back, because the back photo is hot.
The back photo is fire.
Yeah, that's a photo.
It's ill, like
that's
and
a photo.
again, even the front is like she has on the jumpsuit, the hat. She's always been covered up and stuff like that as well. So I feel like that's another big part of her impact.
Yeah,
she didn't
to have
have to
the album
like
at that
sell
age.
records with her clothes
Sex
off.
appeal.
The sex appeal came, but like at the beginning of her stages of her career, they definitely.
He said
made
the
her
girls
image.
didn't have to sell themselves.
No, sell their records with no clothes on. Brandy didn't have to do that. No shade to the girls who was like, just embracive and like wanted to show that sexier side to themselves. There's been a lot of girls who came up that way and made a big name for themselves, but Brandy is all about her voice, you know? She's always been about the vocals. Her first hit from this, or single from this, was I Wanna Be Down. That's like her staple hit. Everyone knows Brandy for that song. If you don't know that song by Brandy, you should listen to it. She was 14 again, recording the album. I think it released at 15, and she also has some hits called like Baby, Best Friend, and Broken Hearted, which features, she has a feature with Wanye Morris. Mm-hmm. If you don't know who that is, he's from Boyz II Men.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Matter of fact, I do know who that is.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There's a backstory. Mm-hmm. But yes, they got to collab during this time. And
we're going to fuck him up when we see him, too.
They took Brandy on tour. So that kind of like branched Brandy off and opened her audience. Mm-hmm. And she got a lot of fans that way as well. Being on the big tour with Boyz II Men during that time was like, that's big. That's most of their big hit records. And they were like fake dating on the side.
Mm-hmm. Which was inappropriate on his end. But we all know how I feel.
Definitely inappropriate, but they made real. They made
back
something
then.
Right. They made something for her to make something, like, you know, and what she made from that
experience,
magic, like, you know, that experience changed her at such a young age.
Yeah.
But this is such a monumental album to Brandy's career. She was like the highest selling teen to go platinum, I believe, during that time. Black selling teen. Her debut album is 4 times platinum. A lot of girls during her time, like Monica, Aaliyah, like Maya, I believe, too.
They really had.
They were selling records, you know, but like Brandy was just like
surpassing.
Like, you know, she was like, you know, surpassing girls, and I'm just like, wow, to know it now and like understand it now, even though I wasn't even born when this first album came out, and it's just like, that's crazy how much it means to me and like how much it means to Brandy. You know, it's a solid album. She really sings like Whitney Houston on this album, and when I say that, I just mean like Whitney's isms, her charisma, and like her fluid agility. Brandy, like, she took it. She got that at this age, you know.
Yeah.
If you really listen to it, like the first opener to this album is called "Moving On," and you hear certain inflections that Brandy is doing with her voice, melismas. It's just like a baby Whitney, you know. She doesn't have that big power behind her, but you can hear how she's like emulating Whitney's sound.
Yeah, that's how I always feel like when I hear her sing "Missing You."
Yeah.
Like, at least that's a song that I recognize. I can hear Whitney in a tone of
like
it.
Have You Ever as well.
Yeah.
You can hear like her approach. She was using Whitney's approach, and that's why I think she's such a great singer. Whitney is the voice. She looked up to someone who sang really well, and Brandy sings really well. Moving on to, I feel like the album that really changed her life, which is Never Say Never. Never Say Never is very, 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 I know it's very
This face
important.
alone is iconic.
Like, she has the half face with the micro braids. You can't really see, but she's micro braid queen, sitting in a chair for like, 9 hours? This is actually a limited edition vinyl that Atlantic Records, I think, put out last year. I think I got this last year, or maybe early this year. But this record changed Brandy's life. Like I said, it spawned her even more top 10 hits. Two number
1s. No, keep going.
No, she got 2 number 1 singles from it, which is also big at the time to have like 2 number 1s.
Yeah.
Everyone reaches for a number 1 single.
To have 2 hit, the
to
chart
have
2
2
is important.
It's very popping. Like, the album also went on to sell 5 million records, so it's 5 times platinum certified by RIAA.
Okay.
Which she like basically, you know, they had that album curse, second album curse.
Yeah.
She
this is the second album?
Yeah, Never Say Never is her second album, and it also brought her into like really mainstream worldwide success. She was like really popular like in Japan, coming up. Was that Europe, Australia? Like, you know, she has fans all over there.
I know this is the obvious too. That's why I think like when you think about what they had to do back then to get the record sales, to get the attention that they've acquired, today is just like you could have an embarrassing moment like
and become
Blueface and Krishan has. Like, just using them as an example.
Yeah.
But you can have an embarrassing moment online, and in their case, that can make the song sales go crazy.
Yeah.
Just off of that alone. So
and
it's just
even
like
back then,
it
was
so
the
different.
same, but this time it's like they're using popular people. When I say popular people, somebody with some sort of following, some sort of like influence that's already out there, and they're like, all right, as long as you have the followers, we can try to push you even more than what you have, you know?
Yeah.
It's not about talent anymore. These people like Brandy had to sit in front of executives and sing. And if they didn't sound good, they wasn't getting the deal.
Yeah.
She had to do that multiple times just to get recognized. And being in school, she went to a performing arts high school, I think Hollywood High, something like that, in California. And you know, they turned her down. Like, you know, they told her that she wouldn't be nobody. She wasn't the prettiest. And to see Brandy come up with with her self-titled debut album, it's just like she just beat everybody and proved them wrong, basically. And now she's Brandy. So just like going back, Never Say Never is just like really special. I feel like for her because, and to me because one, it taught me how to like really sing. When I say sing, I mean like really do certain vocal acrobats. Use my tone a different way, or actually learn my tone, because I learned that I'm a little airy as well, like kind of like Brandy.
And what does that mean?
Airy meaning like I have light air when it comes to singing. Like, you know, I sing very soft. Some people might say that's like a better way to describe it, softer than others. As far as the power behind the breath and the vocal, it might not be as powerful as others, but I can do certain things. I can do things in my voice that might be like, oh, well, that's different, that's pretty, that's nice. And I feel like Brandy carries it, and I feel like she's taught me how to use my voice differently as well with this specific album. And I also feel like when it comes to Whitney Houston, like I was saying with this album, she sounded so much like Whitney. I think this was like a whole developed new sound, and I think this is the Brandy sound that we know Brandy for.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just Never Say Never deserves all its flowers. It should be diamond by now, I think.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't been certified yet, diamond, but I feel like
it should be.
It's reaching there to that point. But shout out to
Brandy
for that. Right, just Brandy's so exotic looking. Like I think she has a very beautiful face, nice features. Like her full lips, beautiful legs. Like she's a beautiful woman.
No, she is.
She's really beautiful.
100%.
And she deserves her flowers.
She looks like an alien superstar. Like
yeah. I hope she likes that song.
Yes.
But falling in love with Brandy, I feel like again it came with this album. I've always known Brandy to be like Moesha on TV. Mm-hmm. I've always known her face, you know.
Yeah.
I've known some of her songs when I was younger, but like not how I know them now, I would say. I didn't really get into her until maybe 2008. No, like 2000. Yeah, like 2007, 2008. Mm-hmm. She released this album, which is called The Human Album. It's, I think, her 5th album. This album is really special to me because I went through a lot. Everyone goes through a lot. Yeah. Everyone goes through a lot. Right Here, Departed, Long Distance is on this album. Those are like the 2 singles from there. But this album as a whole is just about healing and reflecting and just being human. Like, you know, you go through things and things are not going to always work out in your favor. But
maybe I'll download this.
It's very pop Brandy. Like, it's different from a lot of her other music, people say. She's
and this is
not even like, not to say she's unhappy with it, but
it's just a different era of hers.
It's a different era of hers, and it wasn't as successful as the others, so it's just a different.
But it caught your attention.
It definitely did, and a lot of the stars, which again she calls her fans, love this album because it has gotten them through tough times. The songs on this album, the way Brandy's singing on this album is like, it's just different from everything else. She really uses like a higher register in her voice, and it's like it's just different. You just feel her really buttery tones of her voice, Like every other album, but it's just different here. I really love this album, and it's very much superior in my opinion, vocally than the others.
Okay.
As well as Full Moon. I do have the Full Moon album, the physical copy, and Brandy has signed it for me when I met her, but I left it at home. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to talk about it for a sec as well, though.
Yes,
because
please. Full Moon is my favorite Brandy album of all time.
Yeah, a lot of people say that because I know why, but
it was like
well,
R&B
tell me,
pop.
how do you feel about
it?
It
was R&B pop. I love the what do you call them, singles that she put out. The visuals that she put out for the album was crazy.
It definitely
was.
It was different.
It gave like 2000s Brandy. Like it's 2000 staple.
It's a classic.
Yeah,
it's
like
literally a classic.
And the era of, I don't know if it's because I like astrology and stuff, but the whole full moon thing, it just gave like a dark, sexy, like I don't know, that like when I seen it when I was younger, I was just like, this is Moesha, like this is Brandy, like this looks completely different from her, and it gave pop artists nearly. Like the action of it.
Right. It was definitely like, to me, it's very futuristic.
Yes.
The album, very ahead of its time. You know, a lot of people still don't understand it to this day. They don't, because especially back then, in 2002, that album came out.
Yeah.
So it was like the way her and Rodney Jerkins, shout out to Rodney Jerkins, Dark Child.
Yes.
He's also produced the entire Never Say Never project.
And he said he started taglines too, and I believe him.
I agree. Who had people saying their names on the songs? No one. Not Mike, not Quincy Jones, none of these big popular producers. But long story short, Full Moon definitely is another game changer. Just like Never Say Never, she switched her sound up once more, but she even it's like she doubled what she was doing already on Never Say Never. So like Never Say Never, she was doing stacked vocals, which Brandy is known for. Her harmonies, people call her the vocal Bible specifically for this Full Moon album, because she used like the church influence, the gospel influence, the R&B. Dark Child used influence from overseas, like the EDM and like the guitar. Just all that guitar, garage band stuff, like he was just playing with a lot of things. And shout out as well to LaShawn Daniels, who's like a vocal producer and a writer, may he rest in peace. He's been very monumental in Brandy's career as well. He vocal produces her, he makes her sound just as great as she sounds, because he helps her find places where to go within her vocals and stuff like that. So he pulls a lot out of her that we probably wouldn't even know that she had, especially on the Full Moon album. Brandy was singing just like on this Human album in like a really high register that was like not in her comfort zone, but they were pushing her so those records could sound crazy, and they emulated that. Like the outcome was just futuristic. Like I said before, it was just so many
the visuals too.
Lush, like stacked vocals. She was doing like 16 vocal stacks. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like she's harmonizing with herself, doing the same different, not the same notes, but like notes that fluctuate and blend with each other, right? And if you listen, she sounds like a choir. People might think, they would reference it as a choir. She was like her own choir. So many different sounds.
So she barely needed a background singer.
She doesn't need background singers. Like, that's why Brandy is so... That's why they call her the vocal
ideally,
Bible.
I'm assuming that she could like switch shifts. So it's like
right. She blends her voice different ways. I call it like a paintbrush. Like she's like a She paints with her voice. It's just like, how do you do all the parts to the song, basically? Yeah. You know how a choir is like, we have sopranos, altos, tenors, bass. She's like literally she's doing all those notes, but she grew up in a cappella church. It's okay. they do sound like that.
Exactly.
It's a lot. But I love the acapella because sorry y'all for the technical difficulties. We're over here enjoying this episode.
Yes, I'm sorry y'all. Y'all know I've got my little desk here.
We getting into it. But
y'all see Brandy though. Stop playing with
she's
the girl.
She's present. Yeah, like Full Moon, she definitely did her thing. If you didn't know, guys, too, excuse me, my nose pierced. I'm not thinking of my nose. Michael Jackson is also on the Full Moon album. He has some background vocals on there.
He does.
Robbie Jerkins was working with Michael at the time when he was recording Full Moon with Brandy. He was doing the what's that album called? Around 2001, I would say. That song, I think it's on there. You Rock My World, you know you do. That album.
Yeah.
I forget what that album is called, but basically he was in and out of the studio with both of them, Brandy and Michael. So he was able to like lend, Brandy some background vocals. And it's so iconic to say like who has Michael Jackson backgrounds on their song.
Brandy
would.
Brandy's grateful enough.
Who has their own Black Barbie doll? Who's the first one?
Or gracious enough.
Brandy was the first one to have her own Black Barbie. She was the first one to be Cinderella.
Hello.
Black.
That's what I'm saying. She really
was
is
the first
a black icon.
She was the first black cover girl. She was the first black woman to not die in a fucking horror film.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I've seen that too. What the
it's
hell
just like
happened? Yeah.
How do you get so many of these titles? It's just because
you're that girl.
She's Brandy, She stepped up to the plate and owned. She's not the first, but like one of the first young black girls to have her own TV show in like honor of like her liking and who she was and where she came from, based off LA. It's crazy. Brandy is she's it for me, honestly. She's taught me literally everything about stacking vocals, just placement and singing and stuff like that. She's just very monumental to a lot of R&B singers too nowadays. She's referenced by almost all of the people you guys probably listen to. She's your fave's fave at the end of the day, and she is a vocal Bible. And one last thing, Brandy has a Christmas album. Not one last thing, but she has a Christmas album out, guys. It came out literally like 2 days ago. She's celebrating Christmas. It's called A Christmas with Brandy. Yes, Christmas with Brandy, excuse me.
I'm definitely going to check it out.
It's really good. Sip some wine to it, She also has her own brandy now with Stella Rosa.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to that. She's she's really stepping it up right now. She's with Motown. She's got a lot of new endorsements.
I really do want to see Motown do like publicly larger. Is it still black owned now?
It is.
It is?
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, I need them to do a lot larger.
They're doing their thing. City Girls is on there, Little Baby.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They have a lot of the rappers.
But I want it to be more in my face.
Yeah.
I don't know how the marketing team sees.
No, I get what you're saying because I do feel like she needs some right now. She needs some more promo.
Yeah, it just needs to be more.
She's performing for
black people sound to a black label. I need to hear about that more.
Okay.
All right, so are you ready?
Am I ready?
Yeah, so we're going to go through 10 facts about Brandy, and we're going to see what my boy is on top of, okay?
Okay,
we should have poured shots for this, but it's okay.
We'll take...
Are you going to go and grab them? Wait, anyway, all right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so...
Got our shots ready.
Should we...
What's up?
Should we take... All right, let's take the whole shot, child.
Huh?
You want to take the... All right, let's take half the shot.
Half the shot now, and then half the shot later?
Yeah, after when you're done.
Okay. Whew.
You definitely took more than me because I took like the baby a sip.
Is it right? That tequila actually is. That's tequila, right?
Mhm.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not like.
I can stomach it with like.
Nothing.
Shot. Yeah. Is it like agave in it?
Yeah. That's all right, yeah. All right. So fact 1.
Okay.
Who's the Harlem native Brandy once dated?
Harlem native Brandy once dated. I went from Helly Hanson's to mini mansions. The girls in the room were doing belly dance. Mace?
Yep.
Come on, Mace. Shout out to Mace.
Yeah. Mace is a bird, but I love him.
I love Mace.
You know Harlem people are birds. That's just it.
You ate that.
Wait, not me. I was supposed to say, not me on the wrong one. All right, hold on.
Oh my
gosh,
gosh,
jacked up.
if I lose, no.
Now you're not gonna lose. You got 1 point though right now.
Okay.
All right. Fact 2. What university did she briefly attend?
Dang, it's a Pepperdine University.
Oh my God! I didn't think you would get that. Okay.
Yes.
So I mean, 2 2, yes. All right, now. I did not think you would get that. I was like, this nigga ain't going nowhere.
Yes, Brandy went to school for a second.
Yo, I have to stop laughing so
she definitely
loud.
graduated
I'm so sorry.
high school, but she did homeschool.
Okay. She was really that
she was
girl.
already famous. Like,
Yeah.
she was like at 15.
Yeah, that's what
she left after freshman year in high school.
Okay, fact 3. What song did Michael Jackson do background vocals for? Brandy?
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
Well, you don't remember the name? Perfect.
Don't tell me you don't.
You need to tell me the name.
It's not worth it.
Oh. He got that one, y'all. He's 3 and 3.
It's not worth it.
He got that.
Ooh. It's real spooky background, like Michael vocals.
Michael.
It's real spooky. I love it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, fact 4.
Oh my God.
Brandy is an honorary member of what sorority?
AKA.
Now, just to
Her
let
mama's big AKA. Don't play
her
with Sonya
mother's
nowhere.
AKA?
Yeah.
All right, just so y'all
Shout out
know,
Sonya. Love you,
my mother's
Sonya.
an AKA. Child.
Yes, mama.
And so
I
is my
didn't know
grandmother. And I have no. All right, let me not say this too much. But yeah, so moral of the story is if things happen the way I plan, hit me up, AKAs. Because I'm going to work out.
You trying to set that up. Set that up.
Okay. Fact 5. What is Brandy's least known album?
Least known album.
I think I might have got you. Okay, I'm going to do the ones you got right.
Her least known album?
If you get this wrong, you got to take a shot.
Okay. In my opinion, Brandy's least selling album right now to date will probably be 211.
Okay.
But when it comes to like maybe stat-wise, maybe Aphrodisiac.
Okay. So, I would think it was Aphrodisiac. That's what it is, right?
Or Human.
No. It is actually A Family.
Oh, A Family Business.
Yeah.
Oh.
A Family, the album now.
Yeah.
Yes.
When she had her reality TV show.
Yes. I know
I didn't even think about that.
They had an album and it's included in her worst, well, not her worst, but her least
lowest.
sales.
Oh my gosh. But shout out to that album. She has 2 songs.
The show was good though.
The show was
I
fire.
love the show.
I feel like that show honestly set like the stable for other shows to come, like the Kardashians and all these other family shows, you know? But I Don't Care and Lifeguard, top tier. Brandy songs on that album, top tier. That's like right after Human or before Human. It's in that mix. And Brandy's vocals during that time, I'm telling you, butter. Go ahead. Next one.
All right, you gotta take a baby shot. No, you didn't get it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't
Baby shot. You don't have to do the whole thing. Just a little step.
I didn't get it, but
Your sips is so big.
big, lucky, nothing little. Shout out to Lotto. That's Big Lotto. That's a part.
I didn't know that. What song is that?
I think that's the song she has recently with Anderson .Paak and J Rock.
Innocent Pot.
Yeah, that was good. Honestly, Lotto did her.
And J Rock.
Big one.
Wow.
Lotto.
And J Rock. Isn't J Rock?
You want?
Wasn't he signed to TDE?
Maybe he's dark skinned.
Yes, that's the one that got caught with the sex scandal. Yeah, girl. You know what I'm saying? He
I didn't know.
Yes, and you know he usually hook it up with girl. Y'all know I can't tell people.
I can make your bed right. Come on. That song is fire. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm a listen
They
to
all
it.
3 did their
Yeah,
big ones.
and all 3 of them be spitting.
And it's summer song too. Very much summer vibe.
Exactly.
I feel like people let that flop.
I don't know if my
Shout out
mic
to
is
y'all.
too loud. Or
I think
not.
it's mine, and I'm trying to like move back. If
We
anything,
gonna
I
see.
think you
We
can.
gonna-
Like,
yeah, I can lower it. It's no problem. Sonya Norwood.
Mother.
And for those who don't know, Brandy Norwood's mom was the direct manager of Where before Brandy's career took off.
He really trying to test me. But you think I don't know these answers?
No.
H&R Block.
Oh my god! That's not sick. Okay, that's sick.
Am I a stan or what?
Are you a stan or not?
This is crazy. Brandy, I love you. Don't.
Yeah.
You know I love you.
Please, okay.
I'm not crazy.
Okay,
I
that's
study. I have to
crazy.
study.
We are like, this is getting crazy. Fact 7. What year did Brandy sign to Atlantic Records?
I want to say 1993.
You got it right again. I'm sick of you at this point.
Because I'm like, the album came out 94 and she was signed before the album. I knew that.
Okay.
So
All
I'm
right.
like, all right.
We got you. All right. Hopefully I stump you up.
I think you might. I think you
hope
might.
Fact 8. In
These are
2000.
great questions.
Okay, I'm happy you like that.
Because I'm like, a real star. Only real stars know these answers. Shout out to the
Papa.
stars.
Go,
Yes,
Papa.
go Papa.
And all right, fact 8. In 2012, what show did Brandy become a series regular on?
2012? Brandy
Yeah,
has been on Brandy, you know you be acting your ass off.
I'm knocking you down with it. This one, I knew when I got in the acting part, I was stumbling your ass.
Yeah, because I'm like, she's been in so much. 2012?
20, so I need you to really think about that year. Think about how old you was. And
the
then,
game?
That's what I'm talking about. You got that right.
Yes.
That's
Okay, I was like,
that's what you have to think about, how old you was in that time.
Because shout out to 211, I have the album, I just don't have it here with me. I have every album. 211 came out in 2012. It's called 211 because Whitney Houston died on Brandy's birthday, which is February 12th.
That's kind of iconic.
It's crazy because that's her favorite singer.
Yes,
if you do Brandy
iconic.
meeting Whitney, like, you know, she screamed, she ran away from her, came back. Like, it's a whole big thing. Brandy is very much influenced by Whitney Houston, and it shows in her music. That's why I don't care what no one says. She's one of the GOATs. But yeah.
You digress. Okay. Fact 9. In April of 2015, what brought Brandy to New York City for a few months?
This is the first time I met Brandy. She did Broadway. She started as Roxy Hart. Yes. Yes. That's the first time me and Brandy met.
I really thought that might stop you.
No, that got me though, because it's a full circle moment, you know?
Yeah.
I've loved Brandy my whole life. Oh, I never got to say that either. Oh, I did. In 2008, you know, that's when I really fell in love with Brandy. But back, moving forward to like high school and like middle school, high school, I really fell in love with Brandy because I started studying her music more. And I was in choir, and like people were like, not people, but my director and the choir teacher, he was just like, yeah, Brandy's this, Brandy's that. And I'm like, I know about Brandy, blah, 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 blah. But we were a vocal ensemble, and we did a lot of, like I was saying earlier, a cappella, like music, kind of like, you know, we were just using our voices, blending with each other. So that taught us how to harmonize at kind of a young age. So some people got it, some people didn't. But I got it, and I was like a section leader and everything like that in school. So it was really cool, but I just wanted to say that, excuse me. Brandy, that's when I really, really fell in love with her.
Yeah.
And like you saw me posting everything, da, 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 da. Like I had like my whole Instagram as a Brandy page, but it was more so because I really like found someone I felt I connected to, like, and no one could take that from me. But shout out to you, baby. I love you.
I love. Okay. Our last fact, fact 10.
Oh, am I just two more?
What Brandy album came out March 2nd, 2002?
Full moon. Full moon.
OMG!
The way you
He damn near passed through in flying colors. You only had one.
I missed one.
And you missed the 5th, which is the irony. It was 10 questions.
Wait, what?
You only missed the 5th question out of 10.
Got you.
That's hot.
There is much
Go lefty. Go lefty. Go lefty. Go lefty. Okay.
No.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up with a this or that.
This? You could do it this, and you could do it that. All right. Come on.
Okay.
You can do it this.
Oop.
I'm gonna do it that.
We're
This is
sorry.
very sad. All right, y'all. Last technical difficulty. We're
We should be wrapping it up. Okay. This or that. Top of the World by Brandy or I Want to Be Down?
Top of the World by Brandy gives me like a more fun, mature vocal. I Want to Be Down gives me like, right, like, you know, I mean, it's a bop. Top of the World is a bop. I Want to Be Down is like smooth, classic, Little Aretha. Yeah, she was singing, I want to be down. But I think I'm going to go with Top of the World, y'all.
Oh, wow. All right.
I think I'm going to go with Top of the World. I'm going to say this because Brandy, like, has improved. Her vocal, like, each album, each, like, era has just gotten, like, immaculate. So when she starts to sing her older songs live in her newer voice, I fall in love with it over again. So Top of the World is one of those songs, like, she does, like, a crazy, like, run on, like, sitting on top of the world. Something like that. And I'm just like, she always switches up her live stuff from her studio work when she sings it live. So it's just like, if you can do crazy stuff like that, I love you.
You love
But yeah,
it.
I'm choosing Top of the World.
Okay, I like that you chose that. I ran these questions through Corinne before I gave them to you.
What did Corinne say?
She chose I Want to Be Down. I chose I Want to Be Down too, but I think that's just because we down ass bitches.
Period.
That's what I think.
Come on, down
I think
ass.
we like...
Yeah, and I feel like that's a song that gives you that, you know, it's just like,
yeah,
that's Brandy's staple,
it makes
that's
you
her
feel
first
like a
single,
hot
it's just
woman.
like, right, just
like
like
a hot young girl, let me say.
like
She was
on the phone, she was in the video on the phone,
yeah.
like, you know, talking to him.
And it makes you feel like a little submissive.
Yeah, it does. And
all
that's
the
like,
guys.
it was like she was really young, but that gave her a little bit of like.
Exactly. And it was like, it was
appeal.
hot, but it wasn't inappropriately hot.
Literally, her mother, Sonia, she made sure of that.
Hello.
Cover
We
up.
love you,
Cover
Sonia.
up.
Other than
Be
this.
rocker.
All right.
Cover that shit up. I love you.
This or that? Full moon or never say never?
That is very hard. Okay. For many reasons. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I can't choose between those two albums
No, what do you mean you can't choose?
because. All right, I'm gonna choose.
All right, please.
I'm gonna choose Never Say Never.
Oh, okay.
Off of the strength.
I understand. I understand why, but I want to hear
right,
what
you know,
you
off
gotta
of the
say.
strength because that was like, again, Brandy. She formed her sound in this album. Like, you know, this is Brandy. This is the Brandy sound. I just think it's too classic not to like give it its flowers all the time. All the time.
Which one has The Boy Is Mine? Never Say Never? Okay.
The Boy Is Mine almost doesn't count.
Never
Have
Say
You
Never
Ever?
is a fact.
The Boy Is Mine and Have You Ever was her two number ones from the album.
Have you
doesn't count.
Have you ever just makes me want to do that? Like
How did you
ever?
Have you?
She
The way
ate
she
that.
ate that?
Don't
She
get me started.
She
Don't get me started.
ate. And that was like a ballad moment for Brandy. Like that was a moment for her to like sing. And
I could be in pure bliss, and if I hear
Diane
"Have you
Warren
ever,"
Penn.
I would fucking start bawling.
Okay, you hear
'Cause
that
have you
opening
ever-
harmony? Have you ever loved somebody? Like she's blending her voice. Somebody so much it makes. Somebody so much it makes. All together, you cry. Like it's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Okay, so you said
I'm
which
gonna choose
one?
Never Say Never, but I'm gonna give Full Moon its flowers because that's another album where
I'm a
she
pop
just brought in
girl.
her sound. Like no one can mimic that. Her backgrounds on that album is fucking immaculate. No one like it's just too much going on. Like you really find something new every time you listen. And going back to Vocal Bible real quick, with Never Say Never and motherfucking Full Moon and Human, those three albums all produced by Darkchild. I just feel like they have a Vocal Bible moment in each
she's
album,
on that
like what
shit.
she's doing. Like, you know, it's just crazy. And
Okay.
just like the Bible stands for like basic instructions before leaving Earth, I feel like Vocal Bible gives basic instructions for like leading a song.
I did not know.
Like
Okay.
it's just like it's giving Brandy's a vocal Bible. Like she's teaching you literally how to sing, place vocals, certain beats that she chooses to sing on. It's just it plays all a part in that. And Heavenly without the music, her acapella sense of like approach to the music is like what makes her that the vocal Bible. It's just like the harmony. Harmony is like within the church, you know? When they be singing all together that, especially the classical Christians, but vocal Bible, she's that, and I'm not going over that. just had to get that out. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay. This is that. The Game or Queens?
I'm gonna say Queens.
Okay. I thought you would say Queens too.
I like the Game. I've watched the Game. I've seen Brandy on the Game in like real time and then afterwards. So I've been around for the Game. I just feel like Chardonnay compared to motherfucking, oh my god, I forgot her name on that show.
On Queens, right?
She was a rapper though on Queens.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she was like the illest of her group. So I don't know. I just feel like it played a loud part in like Brandy's real life. And then, like, you know, it reflected on the
Queens
show.
did.
Yeah, like, I feel like she was never in a group or nothing like that, but she was just always, like...
Pioneering.
That pioneered that star to, like, you know, keep leveling up and then...
Yeah, I only seen
certain
a few
shit happened
episodes
to
of
her.
Queens.
Yeah, it got canceled after one season, unfortunately, but...
I wanted to see more of
good.
it.
And they filmed a second season, it just never got to air. Excuse me, but...
I'm happy they got to film it. You know, me, Harlem native, I was happy Cameron was in it.
Yes, Cam came on that. I loved how they put that show together. It wasn't like too gimmicky for me. It was more so authentic to like hip hop.
Yes,
and stuff like
to
that.
me too. I enjoyed it.
And that's why I liked it. Chardonnay is more gimmicky, and I feel like.
Okay, yeah, I can see how you see that. Well, all right. For one, before I forget this first part, I enjoyed Queens because, like you said, it was more authentic to hip hop. But my only problem with keeping up with it was I didn't want to see it as it was coming out. It was more so something I felt comfortable binging.
Got you. Okay.
So that's why I was kind of waiting for it to pile up.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got you.
But you know, I just love how they spent the game, and I felt like she was the perfect guy for Jason.
Yeah, I did too. Like
it was just like
she really did her thing on the game. I'm gonna give the game her flowers, but the show just shifted. I feel like no shade when Brandy came on and like after her character like
Lauren London
left
shifted.
and like it was done. It was just like all right, like I feel like Queens was more of a stamp. For acting for Brandy, you know, it was a little different. Even though Chardonnay was different and like crazy, wild, funny, she was like more comedic. I feel like that has like
Queen should have had more longevity.
Yeah, it should have gave her more time to like act.
Yeah,
just like Star.
And pull more out of the character. Star was cute too.
Star was. Really
I just didn't choose Star because it just like she wasn't a permanent character.
Like stuff like that. Yeah, like it was just crazy.
All right,
acting on Star was fire.
You said what?
Cassie, her acting on Star was really good.
Yeah, I liked her on Star. Okay, this or that. This might be a little weird. Okay, Tyrese or Ryan Press? These are her exes. Tyrese Gibson.
When you ask me which one do I think was good for her?
Yeah,
or
best fitting, more fitting. Just as someone who would know.
Brandy, I think, briefly dated Tyrese because in today's time, they consider themselves best friends.
Oh.
So they have, like, a lot of moments, like, on social media,
my
videos
research
and stuff
did not
like
pick that up. That's terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my research.
No, it's okay. But they've, like, I think they have briefly dated, you know?
Okay.
I'm not...
It said they dated for a few years in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
In the 90s? Maybe in the 90s.
In the
okay?
90s, yeah.
Maybe in the 90s.
But knowing that they're best friends now, that makes me a bit more intrigued.
Right. Like, you know, they're their best friends. And they have, like, I don't know. Brandy just has this relationship, I think, with guys. I think it's just really sexy. Like, she's, like, a natural, like, flirt. Mm-hmm. It may not come off as flirty for her, but it's just, like, she has...
It's natural.
I think she has a flirty personality. So when, like, they're together, her and Tyrese, what I've witnessed, they do look like they've been together before, but they're just really close friends, I would say now, from my knowledge.
Yeah.
Ryan Press, I don't have the best things to say about him.
Oh, okay.
Not to say that he's a bad person, because I don't know him. I'm not going to say that, but I know he hurt Brandy in a way that, like, she was really heartbroken. So...
You would choose Tyrese.
I would choose Tyrese because, you know, they're still good friends nowadays and stuff like that. But Ryan Press definitely helped Brandy in a sense because he was also her manager, I think. Or the head of the label. when she released 211, the album 211.
Wait, 211 has
Put It Down.
Wanna talk about our love.
No, that's Aphrodisiac. That was early, like 2004. Put It Down has like excuse me.
Sorry,
211
I'm really
has
fucking around singing.
211 has Put It Down with Chris Brown on it. I know, like that's her familiar hit for the album. She also released the second single, Wildest Dreams, which is really good, but it didn't get the same, success. But Put It Down definitely like helped Brandy get into. You see how young we were
when that came out.
That was 2012. We were like in high school. Yeah. I feel like that helped Brandy like
16.
Reach a little bit of the younger audience.
Yeah.
So I know girls who be like, "Oh, I know this album. I'm like, you know that album? Like, I didn't think our people our age are really listening to the album. Like, the singles most likely, but the album, it's hard for that. But yeah, Put It Down, 211. Ryan Press was like in charge of a lot of stuff during that time, so she was doing well. I'm not gonna lie, she looked great. Outfit choices, vocal performances, like she was promoted everywhere. The album just didn't do as well, and I just don't understand. Like, if you listen to that album, I feel like that's very present for like this time of R&B. Even right now, it was released in 2012, but right now, 10, 14 years later.
I'm looking down at this like this is a watch. No, I was looking down at like 2012. What year is 20? No, I'm looking down at it thinking that it had the timestamp on it. I was trying to calculate what year we were in. Anyway.
So Tyrese.
Okay. All right. Tyrese is the one that went. Missing You or Have You Ever?
I'm gonna go with Have You Ever. Have You Ever, I feel like, is more of a vocal for Brandy. She shared Missing You with a lot of other female vocalists who are phenomenal, by the way. Gladys Knight,
that's
Tamia. Who else is on there? Gladys Knight, Tamia, Brandy, Shaka Khan.
Ooh.
Shaka Khan is on there. All phenomenal vocalists. But Brandy, like, see, like, even out of all of those girls, you hear Brandy's tone, like, she sets that pretty soft. How did she start it?
I think I could have been used that booth.
Oh, so like, you wouldn't know you had to go. Like that soft, subtle,
don't miss
sultry.
You. That eats.
I'll find a way to get through.
Like, why would I need to sing? What? Stop playing. All right, Missing You. No, you chose Missing You or?
No, Have You Ever. Have You Ever because of the vocal.
Yeah, because she's alone. Okay. Last, right?
And it has a key change.
If you had to save someone to make Brandy happy, who are you choosing? Ray J.
Oh.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
If I had to save someone to make Brandy happy.
Yeah, between these two people.
Okay.
Ray J or Sonia Norwood?
To make Brandy happy, who would I choose? I feel like Sonia is...
Really?
Oh, wait, no.
Wait, who are you
I'm
choosing?
just talking. I feel like Sonia is, like, very, like, special to Brandy because obviously that's her mom, but without her mom's work ethic, I feel like Brandy honestly wouldn't be... Not that she wouldn't be the star that she is today, but like the Kardashians and Chris's help, they wouldn't be without, you know? And I feel like Ray J is also a great businessman.
He is.
So it would be like...
That's all I care about.
And he's very much so relevant, you know, in a lot of time, like during these times right now, like, you know, reality TV, social media, he's always doing something funny, or like another business move and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna always lean to Sonia Norwood because of her work ethic and how strong she believes in her daughter, that she's become, you know, this massive star to this day. Without Sonia, no shit.
There would be no
Brandy. You know, Sonia gave her
H&R Block
to become her manager. You know, it's just like she did her thing. You know? And she continues to do her thing.
I respect it.
And Brandy's cousin as well, shout outs to Ryan. He does a great job managing her. I think he's like her manager still, or just he's in her team, within her team still. But Brandy's still. Oh no, I'm lying. She's not independent anymore. She's on Motown, like we said earlier.
Okay.
So that's I feel like another great way for Brandy to open back up. She's on a label again. She's not independent anymore. The label was giving her.
I feel like them signing Brandy says a lot to who she is as an artist.
Honestly, it does, because she's very much so one of those ones. You know, like she represents the black girls, like you were saying earlier. The braids, just authentically being herself, no matter what.
A black girl from like that has experience in life, or is experienced.
Is experience, right? You know, she's
life.
smart. Yes. She's educated. At the end of the day, she comes from educated people. Both her parents went to HBCUs. They're both pretty much so.
That's what I'm saying.
The standards, the standard black family, the black girl. Just like Alicia, like it was the standard black family. It was really much so like a ode to Brandy in my opinion. Like, we're gonna give you your own show and like give you that moment to show and express how much things and what things
how common
black teenage girls go through. It was really, really great for Brandy, and I feel like it opened up her audience even more, because she doesn't only have black fans,
Yeah.
Her being the crossover, like Never Say Never was that crossover kind of album for her too.
Some people
a lot of white artists was, celebrating and being there for Brandy, supporting her. The Full Moon album, I feel like that era was like the moment she actually.
But just more so, just a
disconnected,
broader audience of a cultural background, just more so.
I'm gonna take this last shot.
Yeah, come on, let's close it out.
Let's close it out
lovely.
With Brandy. Again, is the vocal Bible. Brandy is the standard for a lot of R&B artists, including myself. She has a Christmas album out right now, A Christmas with Brandy. Party With 2 is the single from the album, which is out as well. Obviously, everything is out. Go support that, y'all. This is Brandy's first Christmas album. We've been waiting for it for a very long time. She should have had a Christmas album. I think with her Never Say Never vocals, that sound, I feel like would have been even a more special album, because we don't necessarily get this voice anymore.
Yeah.
Neither do we get this voice.
Why would you though? That was years.
Right, and she was just going through puberty here too.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of women vocalists go through puberty, and they either
separately from their bodies. You're saying?
Yeah, like Brandy's voice was really raspy during this era.
Okay.
And like during this era, her voice was really light and pretty. So her voice just matured and got deeper, honestly. But she still manages to flawlessly go into her head voice, her falsetto, and hit those soft, pretty high notes that like we know Brandy for doing in like the background of her record type shit, But she's bringing a lot more to the front, I feel like, nowadays, especially with this new Christmas album. Go listen to that, everything. She has 6 original Christmas songs, 6 covers. It's just really good. Also, like I told you guys earlier, myself, I'm an artist, James Lefty. I've been working on some good music. I have an EP out, but new music is coming, and I'm excited. So that's all I wanted to say. As well as thanking Sapphira.
Oh, thank you.
This beautiful being.
I had a great time with you. As you guys can see, if you're watching the video version, I'm sliced down.
We're a little.
I'm a little tipsy.
What's that?
I'm so
torn. Latoya Luckett.
No, James, thank you so much for doing this amazing episode with me.
Thank you.
Like I said, the moment I was in that car and I just thought like...
She called
Brandy,
me, guys.
I did.
She called me like, yo, we got to do this episode. Like, Brandy just came on with my cousin, and like, it's a moment. Like, we need to make this real moment happen. And I'm happy to be here to express my love for this
moment. Like I just had that in my head in the moment, and I just wanted to share that with you, because I think, like I said, I don't know. You know, I just try to make my podcast everything I want it to be,
Exactly.
authentically. And this is authentic to me. Like, Brandy is the girl.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot.
That girl.
I should have probably said this earlier, but the images I have of when I seen Brandy and Whitney Hills Whitney Hills. I'm smacked, y'all. When I seen Brandy and Whitney Houston as, you know, Cinderella and the godmother, it was just insane to me as a young girl. So, and then to grow up and just continuously hear her music, it makes you just proud to be a black woman and know that we have these kind of people to look up to.
She's gone through every phase of like being you know, the black woman.
We love Brandy. All right, but thank you, James.
Yes, thank you.
I love you, and thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yes.
I appreciate you guys. Let me put my hands to the front. So
you guys want to follow me on Instagram?
Yes, please.
James.Lefty, YouTube me, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm everywhere. James Lefty.
And we'll put all that in the description too, just in case you guys aren't fully hearing what he's saying.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I touch that fine for you. I do that 3 4 times again.